one of the homies that's on death row from 10 Deuce.
Right.
James Scott Rat. His sisters, they used to indulge with the Crenshaw Mafia. And we should tell this nigga, man, why your sister keep letting these niggas come over our house? Nigga, we gonna get that house shot up, nigga. And he's going, man, that's my mom and them house. Man, I don't give a fuck, nigga. The niggas be in the front, nigga, we coming. So he used to tell his sister, man, y'all can't stop bringing them niggas over here. Because see, that was a straight path for them. You know, they come down 104,
yeah.
You know. They may see 2 or 3 niggas on 104, but, you know, they know the main vessel was on 102nd Street. You catch a few niggas striding, coming through, going to M&O's and all that shit.
Them niggas is going to Sharon West's house.
Yeah,
that's like 3 houses from my house, 104th. Yeah, Sharon West's house.
No, Sharon West stayed on Osage.
Who's still 104th?
That was Rabbit. That was Rabbit. His sisters them stayed on 104th and Lawrence.
Power plant? No, not that far down. Right, like 3 houses from us, right before the power plant. And it's a yellow house. I thought that was Sharon West people house. Right across from Kuwait, kind of across from West.
Sharon West house.
That was their house right there, like a yellow
house.
The
yellow house. Yeah, that was. And then they moved from there.
Okay.
They moved out of that house. Then they moved right to that corner house on 111 and Osage. Remember?
That's where our little dude that came talked on Lil Wack them case comes from. That's her people. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So.
Yeah.
You had all that. Then you had, you know, by 84, 85. During them time, Banigin, Venbone, Bogart, Neckbone. It was a few of them in Soledad.
Yeah. Central,
In Central, a few deuces, gang of deuces that was in Soledad. And, you know, they came home with the same mindset as the beginning mindset, you know. And then, you know, we also had Raymonds that just showed up, just, you know, you're going to have that out of every neighborhood.
Yeah.
You know, dude's just going to be around, you know. You see him, he got a nice car and all. And you're okay. Well, we might not got lowriders and all that other stuff, but I got morals. I got standards, you know, because I'm gang banging, you know, and I'm out here and I'm doing my thing. You might sound fucked up, but hey, just cause I got all this money and I got this nice car, I ain't got all the respect in the neighborhood. So when I ride around in my car, now I gotta worry about these niggas gonna take my car because I don't come around and do nothing. You know, and that's how some dudes doing in their neighborhoods, man.
Yeah.
They be like, they scared to come around, you know, because 102nd Street was not nice, man. You know, you just wasn't gonna come around me and think you gonna just hang around and you ain't gonna do nothing.
So a lot of niggas ran off.
A lot of niggas
ran off, but it was too hard over there for them.
A lot of niggas said, I can't take that, man, you know. And the ones that hung out, you know, that stayed, I tip my caps to them, you know, because like I said before, a lot of dudes used to come to my class and they didn't bring pencil and paper to do homework. They just came to show that they was present. And Baby T, Big T, Lil Crazo, Baby Nub, Neckbone became his own culture. You know, T became his own culture. Everybody took a little bit from me and became that same monster, and they tooled it and used it in their own ways. You know, I'm sorry that Baby T is locked up. You know, he should be out here.
Yeah.
You know, but when you have and you make decisions, when we make decisions, we have to live with them. We have to be accountable by the decisions. And when I say this, I mean this from the bottom of my heart. A lot of us go, well, cuz the homies don't look out for us, and the homies don't do this, and the homies don't do this, cuz, and we can't contact the homies. The 70s, the 80s, nobody's mamas was accepting collect calls from Nugget. Who the hell is Nugget? Who the fuck is Johnny Boy? Your name is Johnny. So that's how that was in those households. So now with this new technology and these cell phones, everybody's calling and everybody is telling stories. It's their stories and they can tell it how they want to. But I'm gonna tell you some real shit about 102nd Street. What we went through, our main battles, we fought the Crenshaw Mafias, we fought the Inglewood Baptists. We didn't worry about what the Watergates was doing. We didn't worry about what the IVCs was doing. We was only concerned about what we doing and how we are perceived in Inglewattz. We wasn't gonna be the pushover gang. That's wasn't finna happen. You wasn't finna come over there and just say, okay, I'm gonna just run these niggas off. No, that wasn't happening. You know, we had squabbles at the Inglewood swap meet.
Bowling alleys.
Bowling alleys. I mean, on site.
Hawthorne Mall, all that
Hawthorne Mall. He started the one. He started the gang fight in Hawthorne Mall.
Yeah.
You know, because the dude looked at the pair of feelers and the nigga said, "Oh, them feelers look good." This nigga stole on the damn man because they was some red feelers. Yeah, because all the man said was, "I like these feelers," and they was in red. I find the red feelers. This nigga stole them. Now we in Foot Locker fighting. I'm like, oh god damn, man. Hey, shit.
They could have run into the surplus store across the street
oh,
too.
Man, everything, man. So you know, with 102nd Street, man, you know, Mad Rock,
Watergate.
Mad Seniors,
Yeah.
raised him, loved him, man. Him, Clown, they used to come. That boy used to walk from the Watergates with a blue rag tied around his head, motherfucking trench coat on, with a pistol. Walk all the way to 102nd Street. Come hang out with us. Every other day, come to the Raymond's, come to the Raymond's, you know. Shag, rest in peace from Watergate, you know. We had relationships with them. You know, y'all doing y'all thing, but we doing our thing, you know. And at one time, you know, we was like, we was big-headed, you know, because we felt like from the 80s through the 90s, we was untouchable.
I believe that. I felt that same way.
We felt we was untouchable, you know. The 120s, the Pasadenas, and the 10 Deuces, that car, we just felt we was untouchable when it came to street violence or gang violence or conflicts. You know, and our main conflict during that era was with Denver Lanes, Athens Park Boys, Crenshaw Mafia, just floods. Because Raymond's had always had a history of just being with the Crips. You know, we never became Crip killers. I personally don't embrace it.
Don't subscribe to that.
No, because that's not me. Because we was all a family, man. I mean, in the early eras of the 10 Deuces, I used to fuck with the McDaniel brothers. They was from 9 Deuce Hoover. They hung out on 102nd Street.
Big John.
So it was quite a few Hoovers hung out on the 2nd Street back in the day, though.
A lot.
I even had Shaggy Dog. I mean, Shackadoo. He used to tell us he was from Shotgun. And we used to go, we don't never see you. You always over here, you know. And we used to try to turn him. You know, he used to go, no, man, I'm from Shotgun, man. Nah, nigga, you don't never go to Gardena. You know, you always over here with us, nigga. You know. And eventually, you know, he ended up really, I guess he was from Shotgun because him and his girl and his mom and them moved or whatever. And then, you know, you like Snake. Daryl Scott.
Who's Daryl Scott?
He was from Hoover. We never knew this. I used to go with his sister, Karen Scott. And they stayed in Inglewood off of Inglewood Ave and 95th. And she had kids by Roy Jenkins.
I know. She died. Yes, it's still good.
She had kids by Roy Jenkins. you know, and he was from Inglewood family. And so the 80s, man, you know, the run-ins with different bloods, you know, the Century Drive-In was our gateway sometimes, you know, because we'll play like we'll go through the hole. We got the holes, and, you know, they got the alleys over there, you know, and then they used to have that little doctor's office with that field.
Yeah, right there.
And they never kept the maintenance up on the field.
Nah, it's just highways.
Man, you know, and 8 ounce, that dude right there, you know, him and Lil Crazy, man, I was 87. I'm fresh out. They got me in a Suzuki Samurai. These kids, this motherfucker had about 30 bullets in it. I'm like, cuz, who car is this? Because they got pistols and shit, they just rolled. But it was the mentality that turned me on that these kids were still doing what I was doing. So it just made me feel younger to still fuck with them, you know, because I was in my age that I shouldn't even been out there. But these youngsters, a little kill, you know, and bald head, these dudes and little stacks.
They brother.
That's my little brother, you know, and I watched Leo as a young age, man, and he worked with precision. See, it's a lot of us that did work. It's to be work to be done, you know, when it's to be done. And a lot of dudes, and that goes for every neighborhood, you know, that I know. Ain't no everybody in our hood, ain't no shooter. Everybody in our hood is not a killer. Some killings is accidental killings. Shit, you know. But then you got some in your neighborhoods, man, and this goes for the Hoovers, the Raymonds, the 60s, the Coases. There is a few serial killers in your neighborhood. Everybody has those, and we know it. So, and they done work. So, we just gotta understand that now with the history being established, how we came about, what we built, it's about where we going now.
Right.
You know, and 102nd Street has came a long way. I'm here just to give you the history, to tell you the facts about Anthony Campbell, you know, when he came around, how he came around, his teachings. Everybody's had their teachings. James had his own young crew, you know, and his crew was just as vicious.
Hell yeah.
You know, and people be like, well, man, what's up with Big C? Why?
Now you wanna know that?
You know, why you wanna know what's up with Big C and Lil C? You know, and Dirty Red and all these dudes. You know, Dirty Red was Dirty Red had the Browns. You know, but Dirty Red was a real nigga, man, from 102nd Street. You know, he never had. I'm gonna
take over and tell you that.
All right.
He never had no little dudes. You know, he had.
He came. I seen him come through from Texas back in like '89. He came back.
Yeah, he
moved on.
He a good dude, man. He was a good dude, man.
Big Red.
With them, you know. So, and so with 102nd Street side, man, on some real shit. Everybody plays their part, man. And like I'm looking at my little young homie Chaos Brock. You know, he's still trying to keep something going in Inglewood. You know, some type of business.
Yeah, he got the shops.
Okay,
Do what he said.
you know. Then I'm at the age right now that I just want to sit back and look at and how y'all manage yourselves, how y'all make it to the next step, to the next point in life, you know, and grow.
That's where we at now.
So, you know, with all the love and respect for everybody from 10 Deuce, 120, Pasadena, you know, to Money Mike, Gangster, Lil E, Sport, Tretch, Lavelle, rest in peace, Pops, you know, Blackbone, we all played a part. The 120 side, most of the original side went away in the 80s. And when we all left YTS, I went down west towards Inglewattz, and history was made out there. We built a foundation, a structure, you know. Some say it's gone, but it's not.
Nah, we here now.
It ain't gone.
Hell no.
We just older.
That's all niggas just ain't out here like we used to be no more.
Just older, and we still collaborate with each other, and do things. So, but that said, man, you know, y'all have a peaceful night, man, and that's how I get down for you.
All right, bro. Hey, so now I'm gonna move over to James, but what I do, I'm gonna ask both of y'all this, right? So, who was named? Could you say 5 original members from 10 Deuce?
Original?
Yeah, could you say from the very first beginning when it first started, this 102nd Street Raymond, like the day one, like, okay, how do we say, okay, this is 10 Deuce Raymond?
Me, James, Mark, Tissy, Rubber Duck, Sylvester, and Lil James.
But your brother wasn't that part of that crew? Or was your little bro?
No, it's my big brother.
So you the younger one.
I'm the young one. I was the young one.
So talk about it, man. Tell your history, man. I know you got a lot to talk about, man.
He brought it to me. My cousin Big Nug brought it to me.
Yes, sir.
I was on 102nd, buck wild like everybody else. Let me start off by saying this. Everybody he named played a part in this history.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Now, if there's some out there we done forgot because we done got older, names done slid out of our minds, but everybody he named off, from the T's to the Crazos, neck bones, you name, everybody that you guys just named, you heard out of his mouth was Raymond, a real Raymond. And when I say a real Raymond, I'm talking about participating.
Yeah.
I'm talking about stayed down from all the Lomax to everybody he named off. I can only speak of what I know and what I grew up with. Era that really stood out to me when I was really at Flares with this was the Big Insanes, the Crazos, the Big T, shit. Them everybody, them dudes played a part. Like he said, nobody came around 102nd unless you had a pistol. They wasn't playing. You come over there, you ain't got a pistol, you finna be a problem.
You got to go. Don't wear no red.
No red. I don't care where you can't come over here. And as far as everybody turning from the Doties to the Myrtles, it's because I pushed that issue. He pushed that issue. If you within this vicinity here, if you ain't from Raymond, you ain't from over here. You can't be over here. You can't get nothing. You're not having it.
Not too many things.
And as he was saying, as far as being taught, a lot of these guys got a lot of their game from the older guys, and they took it and they ran with it and they turned it into their things. Mm-hmm. I don't take nothing from none of the homies, big, little, or small, or tiny. If your thing was to do this thing with the Raymonds, you had to do it. You couldn't be over there. Now, like you said, you had some that was, hustlers, but they got weeded out. It didn't take long to weed them out.
Right.
Because when it was going down, if you wasn't volunteering, see, one thing I can say from my own personal experience. Self-motivation. I didn't have to say, oh, nigga, you going. Oh, nigga, it's your turn to go. Them niggas used to fight
Just go.
to get in the car.
Just go.
Let's go. Them niggas used to come.
Them niggas used to draw straws.
They would come to my house every day, and this is crazy, what I'm finna tell you. Them niggas would come to my house every day and night and say, who we finna get out on today? Come on, homie, let's go. Let's put in work. So, far as the foundation being strong, Nug brought it to us, showed us, and left his hands out. Now go run, do your thing. And each and every one of them did their thing.
Man, I was. They asked me, do you stand behind your product? I stand 100% behind my product, 102% behind every kid that I raised on 102nd Street, even from the 120 side. If you came up under my tutelage and my umbrella, you know we got down. We didn't play.
We did everything.
We did everything.
Gang banging, to selling drugs, to burglaries, to kidnapping.
All that.
All that.
See, if nigga don't know. See, I'm gonna take you back to something too now, real fast. Not too many people know about the extortion racket at M&O's Market. Do y'all know what M&O's Market was?
Yeah, on the corner.
Yeah, we used to tell them, put $500 in a brown paper bag at the back door every Friday. If you didn't, we was gonna throw a mighty cocktail through the door.
Burn it down, and we meant it.
And we meant it.
Do you remember? Okay, we did that again with Neckbone to the dairy. Remember Neckbone came home
with the dairy. We were doing things like I told the homies, man, when I came home, man, we gonna make these motherfuckers pay. Just like the Winters and the Lucky Four.
And the favorite place he loved, Church's Chicken.
Church Chicken. Man.
He robbed me for chicken, cause
hate that shit is gone from right there.
The hoes used to hang out at the Mardi Gras Motel, and then they had the Green Onion down there on Century, little restaurant. Then they had all these little motels and all these hoes, and they used to be in that back parking lot on 101st, and we used to go over there and tell them, we catch you hoes get in the car, or a car come up in there and won't get no money, we're gonna beat you hoes' asses. So the hoes went and told their pimps. They was all sitting up in Lucky Foes. The
pool hall right there.
The little pool hall.
Yeah,
the little pool hall and the donut shop. And about 15 of us went up in that motherfucker and we was like, nigga, anybody got a problem paying us? Cause we gonna start giving these bitches black eyes. It was only two prostitutes we never bothered. The Korean one and the high yellow one. The twins, we never bothered them two. Cause they just gave money to us. They was like, y'all ain't gonna beat us up here. They just was seriously like bad. But them other bitches, man, shit, you guys was paying. And that's why a lot of pimps ran from right there. Got away. Cause we wasn't playing, man.
You said the Lucky Four. I forgot. That's next to
the
laundromat.
They was, listen, the barbershop, the pool hall, the little club, and the Winchell's donut shop. Then had the little Chevron, the little whatever gas station it was at motherfucker.
76.
And the motherfuckers in 80, 81, we told them, this how it's going down. The Pete crew, they financed you. They financed the hood. They be like, what the hood need? What the hood need? But some other ones, you be like, hey, cuz, could you put, we need $100 on. Nigga, I ain't got $100. Nigga, did you just say you just came back from out of town for 30,000? Yeah. No, we need to buy some guns, man. I can't buy no guns, man. I got low riders in the shop.
Every hood got that type of shit.
You know. Yeah. But then, when it's wartime, when somebody get killed, they always at the funeral. They always got a T-shirt on. They always showing up. And then they be like, looking around, waiting on somebody to say, yo, punk ass finna go. Because that's what they into. They want that man, another man to send them.
Send them on a mission.
Because they've never been a self-motivated fuck up.
Right.
You know, and I didn't fuck with you if you wasn't self-motivated fuck up, man. You know, and then when you had the 120s over there, and like I keep saying, the drugs became a part of 102nd Street, and it showed the character of a lot of dudes. It showed that dudes was like, I'm gonna rep this hood, but I'm just getting money. You'll see me in a Jaguar, whatever. When you see me in the game, in the drug game with the big drug dealers, nigga be like, man, where you at? I'm out the Rangers, nigga. Oh, okay. You know Big James? Yeah, nigga, that's my cousin. And shit, that's, you know, that's how niggas get down. But real drug dealers from the hood was like always open, you know.
Yeah, with the shits.
With the shit. Wasn't no problem with the shit, man. No problem. James did more in the hood than any nigga from Raymond.
Hell yeah.
I mean, he threw functions, he We threw pool parties. About
Yeah, I heard about the party buses and shit you had.
So he
That was
did.
good.
So, you know, James and Angelo, myself, everybody from the Deuce played some
Yeah.
type of part
Yeah.
in 102nd Street, you know. Later on in time, like you know, J-Ski Mac, you know. J-Ski Mac was originally with Greg Moore and Greg Blackwell and them. They was hounds. That's what they called themselves, you know.
Dreadlock Hounds is what it was.
The niggas had dreadlocks?
No.
No.
Hell
So,
No, niggas had dreadlocks.
Hell
They just
no.
called
So
themselves
they was,
dreadlocks.
cause they was selling water and all that old stuff, and they was up on the top end. So when J.C. Mack first went to prison, he ended up having to shoot somebody over a car. He went to prison, and then that's when everybody was like, you know J.C. Mack from Raymond? I'm like, J.C. Mack, they were like, dead eye. I'm like, okay, you from the hood now? So, okay, all right, he from the hood. He was a part of that money-making crew with Blackwell and them. And that was their thing. Then, I guess when Blackwell got big and broke off from them, him and Greg Moe, they was more together and they kept, cause you know, they was all childhood friends. So, and it's nothing bad about J.Ski Mack. You know, he from the hood, but his journey was different than a lot of other dudes from 10 Deuce. You know, even though he was there, he was up on that top end, getting money, but his journey was different. That's just like Big Bob.
Yeah.
Big Bob, they called him Big Bob. I called him Thing. That was his name, Thing, from the Adams family, you know, because he was a big old nigga. And he was a young nigga, you know, but he was claiming 10 Deuce at an early age. When Carl and Moore of them moved in that house around 82, that used to be a breeding ground for all the Rangers. All 10 Deuce used to be right there at that house. We always stayed on 102nd Street because, you know, on 102nd Street, you saw your traffic, you know, and basically, you know, somebody walking down that street and you don't know that person and he look out of place, you know, because you see most of everybody. And then even during the drug era, you know, when the cars and running up to the weeds and all that old stuff, you know, you had to be aware on 102nd Street. So then, Lomac, in 80, Kellogg got killed July
87.
July 87. And
At the McDonald's.
Yeah.
at the McDonald's, and we had a meeting. We was in our emotions at that time with the loss of Kellogg, because I remember specifically when Lil Crazo and Lil 8 Ounce came and hit my buzzer at the apartment, and like told me, you know, and I was like, what? And then we ended up going to the hood about Kelly, and I was hot there.
Yeah, we was on Buford that night.
After Kelly funeral, we had his funeral off of 60th and Compton Avenue.
People's.
Huh?
That was People's Mortuary.
People's Mortuary.
Yeah.
And so